Because many unkind things have been said about bats, some people still think they are scary. Actually, bats are shy and gentle animals. Bats are mammals, as are dogs, cats, and humans. All mammals are warm-blooded animals, and their babies are born alive instead of being hatched from eggs. Bats are the only mammals that can fly. This is called a funnel-eared bat. Ooh, this is a cool text feature. This is actually a diagram. So it's a picture of a bat and it has labels for the parts of the bat. It says that a bat is 10 inches long for their wingspan, which means when they separate their wings, they open them up and look at 10 inches long. And your thumb, this part of your thumb is about an inch. So if you wanted to do that. This is the eye, the nose, the ear, the wing. This says the fur of a bat can be either black, white, red, brown, or gray. So this color can change. This is its body. There's its tail. And then this label says foot. And then as far as how long it is, it says it's 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters in length. So that's how long it is. Just its body. Bats have been around for a long time. The oldest bat fossil found is about 50 million years old. These prehistoric bats looked a lot like today's bats. All bats have the same basic characteristics, including large wings, small bodies, and lightweight bones. And here we have actually another diagram. This stretches across 2 pages, so I'll try to get both. This is their second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, their thumb, their claw, the arm bone. This is a noctual bat. I think that's how you'd pronounce that. And this is their membrane, so the inside. Bats' wings are different from the wings of insects or birds. A bat's wing has long arm bones with very long finger bones. A thin skin called a membrane stretches between the bones. The thumb ends with the claw. The membrane connects the wing bones to a bat's body and legs. A bat can move each finger separately to change the shape of its wings. This helps it change its speed and direction quickly. Some bats can fly as fast as 15 miles an hour and as high as 10,000 feet. This is equal to 3,050 meters. Here we have another one here. We have a label that says toe claw, looks like right there. And then it says giant flying fox. So this is another type of bat. When a bat lands, it flips upside down and hangs by its toe claws. It uses these claws to move around. Here it says bats migrate, and migrate means to move, when they go to and from a warmer climate. These are Mexican free-tailed bats. And then it says bats hibernate when they sleep deeply for a long period of time. So that's what hibernate means. Bats choose many kinds of dark nooks and crannies to live in. These places are called roosts. Many bats live together in caves, attics, barns, or tall trees. In places where it gets cold in the winter, some kinds of bats migrate to warmer climates. Others use their roosts to hibernate until spring.
Call the office, please. Jess, call the office.
Just before hibernating begins, Bats eat lots of food to live on during the long winter months. Their heartbeats slow down and their body temperatures drop. So that means that their body temperatures get cooler. This is an epaulet bat, or epaulet bat. Bats live on every continent except Antarctica. Most of them live in hot climates where there are many insects, fruits, and flowers to feed on. This is Kitty's hog-nosed bat, and this is a giant flying fox. There are about 1,000 different kinds of bats. Wow, that's a lot of bats. The smallest is the Kitty's hog-nosed bat. Its wingspan is 5 inches, or 13 centimeters, and it weighs only 1/4 of an ounce, or 2 grams. The biggest bat is the giant flying fox. It has a wingspan of about 5 feet, which is 152 centimeters long, and it weighs about 2 pounds, which is 9/10 of a kilogram. They both live in Asia. So if you want to think about that wingspan of 5 feet, Miss Doherty is about 5 feet tall, which means that this wingspan is as tall as Miss Doherty is. That's kind of cool. So here is the little brown bat, and they are using echoing and sound waves to communicate. So we're going to learn about that now. Most bats are insect eaters and have a special way of seeing in the night called echolocation. A bat sends out rapid beeping sounds too high-pitched for people to hear. When hunting, these sound waves hit an insect. The wave bounces back to the bat's ears as it echoes. These echoes tell the bat the size and shape of the insect and where it is located. In a flash, the bat scoops up the insect. If it weren't for bats, there would be too many insects. This is another diagram, and this is a diagram of some parts of pollination. So we have the stigma and the stamen. Pollination happens when a grain of pollen of a stamen lands on the stigma of another flower like itself. So they take it from this flower to this flower. Usually bees help with this, but I think we're going to find out somebody else helps too. And they help make more flowers. And this is a nectar bat. Nectar is the sweet juice from the flowers. So here's the bat. There are fruit and nectar eating bats too. These bats help pollinate plants so we can have food such as avocados, figs, and bananas. They also help to scatter seeds. Here we have a fishing bat. A few kinds of bats are meat eaters. They eat fish, frogs, mice, and sometimes birds. They have smooth, sharp, crushing teeth that allow them to eat when they catch, bones and all. Looks like he has a snack. Ooh, a vampire bat. That's what that says there. Blood is the only food for vampire bats. They are found in Mexico, Central America, and South America. When the vampire bat finds an animal, it makes a tiny cut with its teeth in the animal's skin. Then the bat laps up, or licks, that's another word for licks, up the blood with its tongue. The animal hardly feels the cut. Well, that's good. At least they're not hurt. Many scary and untrue stories have been told about vampire bats, and people called vampires. The famous fictional vampire called Dracula frequently is shown with bats circling him. So there's Dracula. Here it shows the dawn bat, the tube-nosed fruit bat, Jamaican fruit bat, and the epaulet bat. Some bats have long, narrow faces. Others have short, round faces. Some bats have leaf-like shapes in their faces, while others look like dogs. I think that one looks like a dog. This is called the little brown bat. Most bats have very good hearing and can see well. Most bats have a good sense of smell, too. In the springtime, female bats gather together in roosts that will become nurseries. There, they will give birth to their babies called pups. Most bats have only one pup at a time. So here we have thumb claws. This is a little brown bat. There's the pup, and this is a basket. During birth, the mother bat hangs by her thumb claws with her head up. Those are her thumb claws. She forms a basket with her tail membrane, so that's that basket. At birth, the pup slides from her body into the basket. As soon as the pup is born, the mother hangs head down again. The pup nurses while being cradled under the mother's wing. The pup clings to its mother's fur, using its own sharp teeth and claws. The young pup grows quickly. A 10-day-old pup is almost too heavy for its mother to carry. At 3 months old, it is flying on nightly hunting trips. When it is about 1 year old, it is an adult. Today, in many places, bat populations are getting smaller. These bats are endangered. That means that there aren't too many of them, and if they all died out, there wouldn't be any more. One reason is that many people still don't like bats, so they destroy or ruin their habitats. Other causes are pollution and the use of pesticides for killing crop-damaging insects. Remember, they eat insects. In many places, there aren't enough bats left to keep down the number of insect pests, or to pollinate flowers. People are learning how to help protect bats. Some people provide bat houses where they can roost. Sometimes people cover bat cave entrances with grill work. Bats are free to come and go, but people can't enter. Also, there are nature preserves that protect large groups of bats. Bats play an important role in nature. It is fun to learn about them.